Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sidelines. And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Pass to Wembanyama.
Oh, right here!
Okongwu grabs the board. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Okongwu a screen. Chalk up two there.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him, and he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Wembanyama. And stolen by Thompson. Jumps up. Brown jams it in.
Absolutely locks down on the defensive end. Thompson creating offense now with that defense.
They need this. Here's Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. Holiday with it. Picked up by Brown. For 3, Middleton. Sacramento leading by 7. Here's Thompson. Takes it inside. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Outside Holiday. From downtown, Sacramento grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball up until last year. The Jazz, the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
At the line for 2.
Yeah, look, you know Holiday loves to drive it, but it's still tough to stop.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Now here's Brown. Okongwu a screen. Brown, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And you love to see this assertive play from Wembanyama, refusing to let himself be stopped inside.
Now here's Brown. Again, the miss by the Kings. Here's Wembanyama. And stolen by Okongwu. Utah moving it around. Poked away. Stolen by Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when it comes to getting up and down the floor, Thompson has few peers.
Here's Wembanyama. To the inside. Green. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Brown outside. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Love to see this kind of aggression from Okongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
Wembanyama, that's for two. It's hauled in by the Kings. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It will be a re-jump.
Over in the corner, Green. Here's the three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And great offensive instincts from Green. Goes into the shot the moment he catches the ball.
It's Brown with the drive. And finished off by Brown.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Sacramento?
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Brown. Out to Thompson. Driving to the basket.
So fast of foot, on the run, Osir, tough to catch.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Kings leading now by 6. Over in the corner, Brown. Brown putting it on the deck. Brown jams it in.
My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
Pass to Wiggins. Middleton left side. Fades away. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Wembanyama with it. Beyond the arc. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, Drew Holiday understands the big picture. He said, quote, basketball is a two-way sport. As much as you train offensively, you need to do the same thing defensively. Doing defensive slides, wall sits, things that help you with your legs and your base. I've done that since I was little. It helps. Guys?
Truly an elite defender. Allie, we thank you very much. Nice ball movement by Utah. And taken away by Wallace.
You know what? That passing lane wasn't open for long. He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Wallace the screen. The Kick out to Brown. 6 to shoot. Here's Thompson. Great D that time from Green.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And stolen by Thompson. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center, but right there, Okongwu makes up for it with his athleticism.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Now, here's Brown. He's got 8. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Stan, teams track different officiating crews, don't they, and how they tend to call the game.
Yeah, they do, Kevin, and there are some organizations who do it more than others. I'm not a fan of it myself because I think it puts your players' focus on the officials and takes away from focusing on what they're supposed to be doing on the court. So I'm not a big fan of it.
Now here's Brown, following the miss by Draymond Green. Okongwu a screen. The dive for the ball. Wembanyama outside. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Kings leading now by 8. Pass to Okongwu. Thompson in the corner. And Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And Okongwu has it in the corner. Jackson with the screen. Out to Thompson. Driving the lane. And stolen by Wembanyama.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Thompson from long range. And so it's Sacramento with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Kings leading now by 10. Now here's Brown. Outside Jackson. Launches it. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Launches a three. Wembanyama! Big man with big range.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Wallace the screen. It's Okongwu, top of the key. And stolen by Wiggins. Holiday looking over the floor. Six on the shot clock. Some solid defense from Brown.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
You know, Wiggins affects the game, Coach, in a number of ways. And let's begin by talking about his defense.
Great place to start with Wiggins, Kevin, because I think that's the strength of his game. He is long. He can really move his feet. He's got great discipline and focus. And the biggest thing you can have in any defender, he's got great want to. This guy wants to go out and make it tough on the best players in the game.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here's Thompson. 6 points for him. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Here's Okongwu.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
In the corner, Wallace with it. Back to Okongwu. And he banks in the layup. Okongwu's now got 4 this quarter.
Well, with Okongwu, we see this more and more now. His ability to take over at times offensively.
Sacramento leading by 11. Thompson right side. Dives to the hoop. Utah with the rebound. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Back over to you, Kevin.
It's getting interactive. Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here is Holiday. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Wembanyama on the follow.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
To the middle. Knocked away. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Wiggins. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Jackson. And finished off by Brown.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Okongwu. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Kings.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
And Green slams it in.
Oh, how about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Outside Holiday. It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Thompson surveying the floor. Lays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings.
And that's how Thompson does most of his damage offensively, attacking the basket.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The Jazz shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Second team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
For Utah, Kevin.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's Okongwu. It's been all about Okongwu for Sacramento. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Will Hardy is called timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Middleton. Stolen by Thompson. It's stolen by Green. All alone. Finishes the break with a slam.
And always on the attack. Green's relentlessness helps generate turnovers.
Outside Jackson to the paint. Here's Okongwu. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Poke loose. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it.
Timed it just right. Okongwu with a great block.
Now Brown. Wallace a screen. Shot clock at 6. Sacramento moving it around. And finished off by Brown.
And what a player Jaylen Brown has become. My goodness.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Savvy. Brown does what he can to help the team win, and he's upgraded his passing.
Now Wembanyama. They kick it out to Green. On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Green. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Shot's good by Middleton.
Defensively, you have to stay attached to Middleton and run him off that three-point line.
Back to Thompson. And Okongwu has it in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Over in the corner, Green. Puts up the three. Rebounded by Thompson. Kings leading now by 12. Here's Brown. The drive by Thompson. From outside. Buries the deep ball.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Thompson outside. Wallace outside. Okongwu. And get the three.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
Jazz trailed by 13. Stolen by Thompson. Now Okongwu. And he does not hit.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Thompson outside. Now Jackson for three. The three goes down. And a big play there to mute the crowd.
And guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Kings.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint. And those are all high percentage shots. But the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Onyeka Okongwu.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 14. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the slam dunk.
Well, as we see more of Thompson, I think he's going to get better looking for his teammates.
Holiday attacking. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one.